Hello everyone, my name is ZombieBoy326 and welcome to Scrap Mechanic. I've been wanting to record Scrap Mechanic now for a while on the channel, but the problem why I didn't really upload any videos until now was mainly because of when I made the video, it felt either rushed, it felt annoying, it felt tiring, and it was just a mess. So I figured, why don't I just restart from the ground up? And I've been doing this for a bit now, and I feel like I've probably found one of those days where I might actually release an episode, you know, for reals. That's really it. We're just going to be playing Scrap Mechanic. Now, I do know I know a lot about survival. I've played survival, but I'm still noobish. I haven't gone to the warehouses. I haven't got any cosmetics. As you can see, I have nothing. I am completely default, basically. But we're just gonna go play Scrap Mechanic, and we're just going to have fun, really. So, what shall we call this? What shall we call this? It's been a while since I had to think of a world name. I just type in blah 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 blah, and then that's just the world name. So, I guess I'll call it YouTube Vid. There we go, perfect. 10 out of 10 content. One thing that I wish what happens with this game is that I wish they've added a way to be able to I can't speak today. I wish the developers, what they did with this game is so they added more seed packets. So you got different types of seed packets for trees and whatnot, and maybe there'll be this special drill that can drill underground, and that's how you get all your iron and concrete without damaging the rocks. I don't know, but yeah, we're in the game. Sorry, it's gonna lag a little bit. It's loading everything in. Yeah, here we go. So, go loading. Whilst it's loading, we'll just smash some crates. Oh, I can't hear anything. There we go. There we go. We've got some sound delay. Lovely. Lick. So we got some tomatoes, sunshake. The usual early game stuff. Let's see what we've got here. Tomatoes. Reboot. That's really it. Oh no, wait, there's something here as well. Circuit boards, tomatoes. Right. So, let's go in. Actually, we shouldn't go in. We're going to need to we're going to need to get the buckets. Fill. Bum 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 ba ba dum. But yeah, one thing I'm actually curious about, if you guys would mind, I wouldn't do this, but I do know Scrap Mechanic is a very time-consuming game. So, if you guys won't mind, I would love to actually edit down some areas, because most of the game you're just in a car and you're driving, or most of the game you're just walking to areas, or breaking some trees down and whatnot. And I feel like that's not going to be fun. So what I'm going to do is, in this episode, I'm probably gonna edit it. But probably in the next episodes, if you guys don't like the edits, I can edit it down, so to say. I want to try something new, which I haven't done before, and I hope that, I hope you all would be alright if I do this. Let's just sleep. There we go, we got a battery. Break, 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 break. Right. So, let's start heading up to this massive building where we can go obtain the battery. And I do know that originally in Scrap Mechanic there was a clock on the top left of your screen. That's been replaced with the journal, I think. What this journal does is that it not only tracks your time, but it will allow you to control like your beacons and all that cool stuff. Oh. So that is really cool. And it feels like the developers of this game is going with more of like a story survival game, which, you know, I do like. I think this is a really cool idea. Oop, I took some damage there. Sorry, as long as I get some circuit boards out of it, it'll be fine. Another bucket. Ooh, yes, I need this. Component kits, yeah. In Scrap Mechanic, you're going to need to scavenge a lot of component kits when you start off. And you're going to be very noobish, and your resources are going to be so low, but eventually you'll get there. Boom. Ah, scrap metal. Perfect. In Scrap Mechanic, the only really renewable source I can see is scrap metal. And maybe like normal metal as well, because I think that requires just water. Not sure though. But yeah. Metal at this time is really renewable, and it's very easy to obtain, especially in the start of the game and in the late game. Of course, it's a bit rarer in the start of the game, but it's not that rare. It's like iron, or it's like iron type rare. You'll find it eventually. Ooh, perfect. Battery, we're definitely going to need that. Oh, I swear there was always a crate over there. Oh. Alright, let's just go up. And another kit. Lovely jubbly. Got some carrots. Oh, we just picked that up. Let's not pick it up, and let's refine it down instead, because I prefer that a lot. Don't you think? I like refined metal. Good thing. I like refined metal. Doesn't everyone love refined metal? Lovely jubbly. A tire and a component kit. You know, one time in the original, like one of the original survival runs that I recorded but never uploaded, I accidentally crafted an extra tire because I've been a ding dong and I didn't look properly. But now I'm more of a pro player now, alright? I'm so good at this game, you have no understanding. So good. No, I'm joking, I suck at this game, but you know, we're gonna laugh together, we're gonna have a nice time. This channel's mainly for entertainment, it's not really for, oh, like and subscribe. No, I just make this channel and I make videos for everyone to enjoy. Doesn't matter what age they are. Well, it does. I do swear here and there, but it's kind of that channel where you can just go to and chill out. Just for a few days. Maybe longer. I don't care if I'm small, and I don't care if I'm, you know, looking up at these big YouTubers all the time. There's nothing wrong with that. Boom. To the ship. Let's go get the battery. Ah, yes, my AA batteries. Finally, I can use my torch. Well, that worked. Yoink! Ow! Yoink! Yeah, here we go. We've got the thing, and you can see the times up here, and it basically talks about a bit of the backstory. Better keep the ship coordinates handy. Maybe I can get back here later when I can make her space worthy again. So this is kind of indicating that the developers have plans on expanding Scrap Mechanic and adding more content, and even making the ship flyable. So I'm begging the questions, like, it might be ridiculous, and I'm stuttering and fumbling all of my words, but I think that they're planning on adding sort of like a No Man's Sky idea, where you get the ship and you can go to different types of planets in a way. Of course, that could be just ridiculous and could be an endgame, but I think this would be really cool, and different planets will actually just load up a different section of the world, like an entirely new world, but still allows you to keep your resources on you. This will be a really cool idea, because then the players can get a lot of resources and they have literally infinite possibilities. Except for the hardware, but shh, we don't talk about that. Alright, and then we got like this, we got stuff like, yeah, I'm gonna set it right, god damn it, I can't speak properly. We're gonna set a waypoint over there. We're going to basically head over there next, but we've got a lot of stuff to do. We're going to need to chop down some trees. We're going to need to go to the soup. We're just going to need to go to a market to find a chair. We need a tennis ball. I'm joking. We don't need any of that stuff. All we need is wood, metal, and bearings. And I think that's really it. Now, do we have any bearings? We don't have any bearings. Well, we can get some bearings. I know a place where we can get at least one bearing, which means that we will have to venture out a little bit more in order to get other bearings. But you know, I'm okay with that. Boom. Hello everyone, Future Meat here. I just want to point out, every single time I say Raft, I'm actually talking about Stranded Deep. For some reason I actually had Raft stuck in my head, probably because I've seen a video of Markiplier playing the game recently, and it was stuck in my head, and the game I was talking about, Stranded Deep, you know, I got those two games completely mixed up, so please, every single time you hear Raft in this video, I'm not really talking about Raft, I'm talking about Stranded Deep, so just a heads up everyone. Felt like more of a struggle or some form of war. I'm battling the game just to get it work. It was a pain, and it's not worth it. It wasn't worth it in my eyes, so yeah, don't be expecting any forms of gameplay like Raft. It's probably just going to be Terraria, Scrap Mechanic, and Minecraft, but maybe Fallout, you know, Fallout 4, I class that as a survival game, you know, you've got like the building mechanics, you've got the food and hunger system, you know, you got all that. Let's just cut some wood. We've got some wood, why don't we use this wood and start crafting some items? Because we're going to need to make an engine, we're going to need to make a seat, well, at least a driver's seat, and we're going to need to make a lot of cardboard. Actually, no, we shouldn't craft cardboard. Wood is more, it's better off using the wood for more things, because wood in Scrap Mechanic is really valuable, especially in the start of the game. So why don't we just craft a scrap engine for now? So yeah, I'll see you all in a bit when I've literally destroyed all of these wood fragments, and I'll see you in a bit. Boop, and we're back. So, I basically got compressed all the wood into the block forms. So basically, there's one thing in Scrap Mechanic that this game really revolves around. That is farming. Scrap Mechanic is a farming game. Well, it's more of like a farming mechanic simulator, and the whole goal is that you're very inefficient, but over time you'll become more and more efficient as the days go on. And I think that's cool. Oh, there's normally a crop here, but I guess there isn't for some reason. Oh well. I'll keep the water buckets, they're gonna be handy. But yeah, let's collect some of this soil. We'll probably be coming back here. Like this area right here, like I can see this becoming a really viable base. Like it's near the crash ship. You know, it's just a nice, it's like a nice oasis type style. The only problem I have is that I don't have a craft bot yet. So if I would make something here, oh, farmer bot. Sorry, if I would make if I would make a base here, I would have to deal with my ship in the background, and I do know that the ship could cause some lag. Another problem is that it's not close to the mechanic station, so it would take more fuel. but we'll worry about that. We'll worry about setting up a camp. Right now, most mechanics would know that the best way to set a base up in Scrap Mechanic is basically in the mechanics workshop when you're first starting off. When you're a bit more experienced and when you've got like all the bots, then you can sort of like start expanding away or start drifting apart from the base. Our inventory's full. Let's eat some tomatoes. Another thing about Scrap Mechanics is that the game's a bit exploitable at the moment. I feel like players do needs a reason to, you know, like, how can I put it? Like, for example, if I was running low on food and I died here, I can just respawn at this bed and I can just go over and collect my stuff. That is not really much of a punishment, so to say. Of course, you know, Minecraft does the same thing, but it really does just tend to be my nitpicks. But I feel like I feel like the developers should make it so that if you're playing Scrap Mechanic on like a hard difficulty, like I don't even know if there is a difficulty settings. There should have difficulty settings, but yeah, basically normal and easy, like normal, how it would work is that you have to worry about your food and water, and the waves will be just the same. Easy, you will only have to worry about your food. Resources will be easier to obtain, and probably like breaking down blocks will be instant. What else? And then hard. Hard could be like, if you die, you'll lose actually some of your items. You'll start getting rid of the most valuable items, and then it will go down to, you know, your rubbish items. Yeah, like, it does sound a pain, what I'm asking for, but like, it could be, like, Scrap Mechanic could be like the next, hardcore survival game. Of course, you know, it's all nitpicks, so, you know, like, just because I'm saying, oh, I think it would be cool if Scrap Mechanic did this and so, I would know that some players wouldn't really like the features I'm talking about. So, you know, it's just nitpicking, that's all. Right. So, I think I can make a decent car. Well, not say decent, it's kind of crap. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have this section on the back here. Like so. We're going to need to chop down some more trees. That's going to be a problem, but I'm going to end off this episode here. I could continue work on this thing, but it's getting kind of late over here, and I need to do stuff. But, yeah, I'm going to end off here. My name is ZombieBoy326. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye!